If we don't have social dialogue in the transition, then it's not just, and we're not bringing people with us. I think we have plenty of examples in Europe of how transitions haven't been done fairly before. So if you take the example of the northeast of England, where there's been massive deindustrialisation, there's still faces the economic scarring from that. There they talk about people who have had history done to them rather than playing an active part in history. And to play an active part in history and the historical change that we need to see, you need to bring workers with you. You need to give them a say. You need to ask them what they want to do, what new jobs do they want to work in the industries that they're currently working in, but they never had jobs in, are declining.
I think it's very important, of course, that we look into this from a broad perspective, having a clear recognition of the challenges that are there on the greening. And on this, we have, of course, to build on the Green Deal policies that have been on the agenda for the last years. But of course, it is very important to recognize as well that competitiveness has been neglected in a large extent, and that leads to a situation where investments are happening elsewhere in the world, where we need to attract more investments in Europe, and that we need to make sure that these investments are going to be leading to the type of employment that we want. And the latest data point to reduction of industrial jobs in Europe, which is something that needs to be improved. And it is also about organizing the education and training systems so that the people will have the skills needed, and that enough people will be available on our labor markets to make sure that our industry and more broadly our economies are going to thrive in the future.
Well, we have seen glimpses of these risks. It's all about the social acceptance of the green transition that we are doing at the moment. It's about citizens and workers and enterprises understanding the objectives of the Green Deal at European level, for instance. Social partners are a key medium. It's a pillar of democracy in Europe. They are the ones that manage, anticipate change, find solutions that reconcile competitiveness, social objectives at company, sectoral, cross-sectoral levels. So if they are not put in, at the center of the just transition, the green transition, who should be to foster this social acceptance that we all desperately call for? And we have seen many examples over the past few years of reluctance, problems, social unrest caused by lack of understanding, accompanying solutions, support for the people in the middle of the green transition. So social partners are a medium to achieve this.
Presenting SMEs in Europe, I can say that social dialogue is the way to accompany this change in our society. We need to discuss among business and workers how to ensure that the transition is just both for the business side and the workers. And this is really a topic for the social partners, and we really need to work on that as of now. The risks you mentioned could be very high in terms of social acceptance of the green transition in our society, and as well the risks for companies not able to deliver on the targets of the green transition.